Good morning everyone. This morning I'd like to do a short video about watering plants in a temperate or unheated greenhouse. This is a question we get asked a lot by people that are new to growing these plants. How deep the water should be, when you should start, when you should stop, and so on. Well, we keep our plants damp over the winter months and we start watering when we see signs of growth in the crown. Now, when they're sort of like this, I suppose, at this stage. And once they're at this stage, then we start to stand the plants in water. Now, this all depends on the size of the pots that you've got in your trays. This particular tray here, the smallest pot, this one's about 2 litre, and some of these larger ones are 7.5 to 9 litres in here. So relatively large pots, and we stand these in at least 2 inches of rainwater, especially at this time of year. This is when they're putting loads of growth on. They need to take up lots of water, need to be really well hydrated, and just never ever let them dry out at this time of year. They've really got to be very wet. I mean, you can't overwater them. They'll take up as much water as they need, and they'll grow these lovely traps. It's also a good idea at this time to remove any dead leaves. You can see we've taken most of them off. There's not many left on these plants, so take off any dead leaves to allow light to get down into the crowns of the plants. So here's the last year's one. Just take that off. So very, very wet. But if you have a look over here, there's some smaller plants which are in 12 centimetre plastic pots. So much smaller, and we've got these in about 1 inch of rainwater, or about 2 centimetres. And that'll be fine for plants that are potted in this size of pot. These plants will remain in this depth of water from around end of March right the way through until about the end of October. So that's our watering regime here. We only use rainwater, we never add tap water. We don't use reverse osmosis water, that's absolutely fine. We collect all our rainwater. We're fortunate to have 2 very large water storage tanks, so we can hold about 25,000 gallons of rainwater. So we don't run out, but reverse osmosis is fine, deionised water is fine, or rainwater. The plants that are most fussy with their water requirements are definitely the Venus flytraps, and you really do want to try your best to keep rainwater back for those. I mean, I have used Sarracenia with, or grown Sarracenia, sorry, with 50-50 rainwater and tap water, and they've been okay, but I normally repot the following year. So if you can, keep deionised or rainwater, it's far better for the plants. Well, I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching.